Hey Brooke, I know you wanted some details about the Accord, so here we go. I'll go around it on the outside first, just so you, I know you know what it looks like. But it's a 2005 two-door Honda Accord. It's a 4-cylinder, 2.4 liter, 5-speed manual. It's got about 160 horsepower, and it goes, I want to say about 300 and right around 300 something miles to the for a full tank. So here we go. Oh, gotta cut a little closer to it so I don't run into this box over here. There we go. All right. Some of the things that's wrong with it. We'll start over here. When I first bought it, it had this bumper, this front license plate on it. You see a circle right here, and there's another one, very light one somewhere over here somewhere, but I don't see it. But this stayed there after I removed the bumper plate, or the front bumper, front license plate. And then right here, it's got something about that big compared to my thumb, peeling off. The outer layer of silver is chipping off, and it's probably from like road debris or something. There's another small spot right there, and you can kind of see it compared to my finger. And down here, yeah, down here, same thing's happening. And this is getting a little bit more, probably because it's closer to the ground. Also, not long after we got it, there's something in the road, and like this, can't really see it from the front unless you're squatted down, but there's something in the road that got hit on Old River Road, and it's got a crack, and compared to my hand, it's about the size of my hand. And I remember tucking this up, and it was sometime in 2008. I tucked this up into the bumper, and it's stayed there since then. But I mean, it's still connected, but if you ever pull it down, it will dangle. So you just keep it tucked up, and that's all. Alright, going over to the passenger side, there's a spot, there's a scuff in the paint where probably like at Walmart or something somebody hit it with the door, and there's an actual little ding right there. You can see it in the reflection right here. I just got to move it around so you can see it. There you go. From the side you can see it. This is on the passenger side. Then everything on the car is stock. Stock rims. I think they're 16-inch tires, and the front and the rear rims have been, or the front and the rear tires have been replaced recently. I think I replaced the front tires most recently, when I came back from Iraq. Okay, so here's the back. I was rear-ended shortly after we moved here, but it was a low speed. I was at a red light, and the lady behind me bumped into the back bumper. Allstate took it. USAA took it to a body shop nearby, and these are plastic bumpers. All it did was it flexed, so they sanded it down and repainted it, and that's got a lifetime warranty. If the paint ever starts to chip, you just take it, you tell them that it's messing up, and either they'll repaint it or they'll pay to have it repainted. But there is a and I don't know, yeah, you can see it. It's a scuff right here in the paint, in the plastic. There's a scuff on it, like some sort of paint transfer on top of the silver on the car. And then right here, when we first bought the house, and you can't really see it, especially you can't see it in the video, unless maybe I get a better angle or something. But there's a slight spider web crack in the paint right here, and that's from when we first bought the house. Courtney actually backed it into this little thing right there, little bit. And let's see, driver's side. I don't see anything on the driver's side. I don't see anything on the driver's side, but that's the walk around. And I'll show you the tread on the tires. You can, it's hard to tell, but it's hard to really show you the tread on the tires. But these are Toyo Spectrums. The size is 205 65 15s on the front, and I think the backs are Falcons. Yeah, Falcon Sincera, and they are 205 65 15s also. 205 65 15s. And they match. The backs match and the fronts match. So, okay. On the inside there's, let's see. Okay, so the first thing on the inside is it has 76,391 miles, and it has 2 trips that you can do, and you can reset it independently, of course. And this will dim. There's a little knob over here that will dim the display, make it brighter, and then there is a full brightness setting no matter what. But there's a nighttime setting. Like if I turn on the lights, it will dim it automatically, like for nighttime. Okay. The only thing that I can really think of to show you on the inside, and I know you know what it looks like, but I don't know if you can really see, but there are these things that flex inwards to hold cups. There's supposed to be 4 right here. This one actually popped off. I still have it. It's right here, and it's not broken. It just popped off, and I don't know how to put it back on. But the clips are still on it right there. See? On both sides. See? And it just stays right there. But I don't know if you've ever seen it before, but this slides forward to put your elbow on. Mosquitoes are eating me alive right here. But I mean, you can see it's about hand depth for me. There's a 12-volt charger in here. Right there. I don't know if you can see it. Right there. And there's also a second tier where you can put a pen and some business cards or something. I keep pens here, and it's got change holders right there. Kind of a cool thing about it though is up here there's also a charger. So there you go. So if I were to plug this in right here inside, there's a gap. There's a gap with a little space right here that it closes down. And then you have a charger coming out from there, so that you have another charger spot right here. right there. And it says 12-volt power. And then here is not an ashtray, but you can put like, you know, coins, and I put batteries in it one time. But it's like pennies and stuff because I don't have a penny spot. And this folds up, and it's deep enough to put CDs in. I have a whole spindle of CDs here, but I mean it's about hand depth and hand width. It's a little wider than a spindle of CDs, and about 4 or 5 inches tall. The glove box locks. We have 2 keyless entry keys for it and a valet key. Hey Courtney. So there you go. Oh, inside there is something I need to show you. I don't know if you can see it unless I get the glare just right, but there are 3 spots where above the airbag, when we bought the car, it originally, there's Courtney going in. She just got back from class. It originally had 15,917 miles on it, and that was after Mom, Dad, and I test drove it, or Dad and I test drove it. But ever since then, those 3 cracks had been there, and they have not changed at all. So, okay, the visors, they pop out and twist, and they actually slide also, so they extend. And that goes for the front side. They have lights on them. And same here. Lights. Everything works. Never had a problem with the car. And that extends also. Okay. These work. Place to put your sunglasses. And that, you can turn it off, you turn it on, and you can turn it on if the door is open. Okay. So, and it's auto centering. It's first, second, in the middle, third, fourth, fifth, and then reverse. But I always leave it in gear when I park it, just so that, you know, it doesn't roll. Emergency brake works great. Okay. There's a spot for push for the gas cap, pull for the trunk, and over to the trunk. Trunk has a light in it. It helps out. You pull these loops right here, and then you can push from the inside, and they'll tilt forward. And you have to tilt the front seats forward some so that the back seats will fold all the way flat. But you can get extra space that way. I got my first aid kit back here. And then underneath the false floor of the trunk, you have your spare tire, and I have an umbrella, and I got this also. The 2003 through 2005, that's the model, or the body style. Honda Accord 2003 through 2005 repair manual. Just in case you ever need to jack it up or, you know, do anything like that, you can find the jack spots if you run over something. There you go. And here's the jack. Right here. Let's see, what else can I show you? And really, that's about it. It's got power mirrors on the left and right side. A power windows, of course. It's got the tilt, and it's got the angle adjuster. It doesn't have a power driver seat or power passenger seat. I'm sorry. So there's the pedals down there. They're stock. I haven't changed anything with the car, really. I added a light, but I'm going to take it out. I don't like it anymore. And that's about it. So, cranks up like a charm. And it idles right around maybe like 900 RPMs or 950. If you can see it. Yeah, right around there. But there you go. Normal stuff. Okay, there you go. Oh, and it's got cruise control. That's that little green thing up there. Cruise control, you can turn it off and on. Well, you can turn it so that it will not, you cannot enable it. Then if you push the button in, it can enable it, and then you have, you know, you're set and decelerate, resume and accelerate and cancel. But I always just leave it on in case I want to do that. Other than that, stereo works. You have, it's a 1 CD at a time, and you have, I never put it above, I never put the volume above 20 either. I don't know. What is that? And that's about it. Oh, it has FM1 saved and FM2, so you can have 12 different channels. Then you can have AM also, if that's useful to you, which it's not to me. Then you have scan, and then you have auto select right here. If you're on that and you press auto select, it will go through and auto tune a temporary set of stations wherever you're at with the strongest signal that it can get. So if you're traveling through somewhere, you don't have to keep searching the thing. It will automatically find 6 strong channels. So that's about it. I'm gonna go ahead and shut this off and load it up to YouTube. See you later.